Hi, this is KV, and this is the moon phase report for Libra, for the new moon in Virgo that comes on September 5th, 2013. Okay, so this is really cool for you. This is definitely, you're going to be much more pulled inward right now. This is that time that I tell you about that comes before your birthday, where we kind of go back and examine, how our year went, and what we want to change. So sometimes it can be kind of painful if we didn't really feel like we did what we needed to do, but understand that energy is to move you into creating a more fulfilling next year. This is when you're going to be like, I want to change this, I want to do that, I didn't do that. So these things are just moving you, so be patient with that. This one is very much healing based, so this is very much like where you are finding the faith in maybe what you're wanting to do in a healing arena sort of thing. There's also, your career is tied into this, and so something that you haven't been able to see, haven't wanted to accept, maybe just kind of pushed to the wayside and was like, oh, I can't ever do that. There's a new thing being birthed in you that's really going to be like, I can do this and I want to do it. So this is a new energy that is that has been seeded in, I like to say mostly the indigos, but I would pretty much say everyone who's doing something that's really important with assisting humanity and birthing us into the New World ways. So if there's something like that with you, you're just going to be feeling more of like, I can do this, I can do this, I have to do this. So there's going to be a really big momentum that is pushing you with these career dreams. That, and it's something like there too, it can be something that's like healing, self-love, self-worth, what was the other one? And then it ties in with your career. So this is something that's like awakening to, maybe, I'm feeling like it's for others, but it might have to start with you. So it could be healing some kind of self-worth thing, of thinking you're good enough or you can really do this, and understanding that it's tied into your creative gifts, and that it also is part of what this thing that you want to be doing in your career. So it's kind of starting with you looking within, and because this is in such a retreat, pulled back space with this new moon, you're inward. You're like, a meditation is a must for you right now. And this is where you can just like, sit in solitude. With meditation too, I feel like I've told you all this, but it's not like you have to listen to anything. It's not like you have to be in a certain pose. Like, my best meditation times have always been in the car. And ever since I was a little kid, like, I would, like, it was my favorite thing in the world to get in the car and just stare out the window. And like, that just, boom, would put me into these states of this other world stuff. I would live like amazing stories in that, but it was like, I couldn't wait to get in the car. I'd be like, don't talk to me, leave me alone. And I'm still kind of that way. Like, I get in a car and I just want to zone, because it just takes me, something about the movement. So we all have different ways we can do it. You can do it in the shower. I hear people can do it really good in the shower. Hiking, being out in nature. So there's nothing you have to do. You have to get rid of that thing of you have to make this happen. It's really just shutting things down and slowing down and not worrying about all the if you're sitting there going through the details of what you need to take care of with errands, you're ruining meditation. That's for another time. It's where you can just like not think about anything, or just get as silent as you can and allow information to come through you, allow impulses, inspiration to come through you. So that's going to be your area that you're mostly going to be focused on right now, with bringing in this new momentum to make changes with your career, so that they're really reflecting this healing aspect, health aspect, healing, health, diet, and then they're combined with self-worth and valuing. So I don't know if you're wanting to do something that's helping people value themselves, because that could tie in, wanting to do a creative healing project that is helping people discover self-worth and self-love. I mean, there's such a need for that. This is like the biggest problem with people, is that we don't value ourselves. We don't think we're awesome. We didn't hear enough of how fantastic we are, you know, and that's so important. You know, it's so important to be like, that's why I've always been like, if I ever have a kid, I mean, that kid would be lifted up to the highest point always. You know, just like, I am so proud of my kid. That's my kid, you know. I've never really gotten how people can have kids and not be like totally full of pride for that. You know, like, that's my kid. How could you say something bad or demean or put down your kid, you know? I don't get that one. But I do get that, because if the parents are coming from a place of not being loved and not being honored and being disrespected, then you can see how it just goes down the line. So there's something with this, and I don't know if it's you having to discover the self-love, but that makes sense too, because that will, of course, that ties in with your creative gifts, so that will change your career arena. That will change how people see you in the public world. So it's either that or it's for others. I don't know why I'm getting for others. So it's either starting with you and then gonna ripple out to others, or you're already there and working on a project and now can apply it in this others category. So let's say, yeah, so yeah, it's for others. It says it right there. That's why I was saying it. So it's that's where too, like this thing too, you have to understand this one has lots of layers to it, and it's like you're having this ability to really like I love my dog. She's walking up the creek bed. She's so pretty. You really have this ability. She's like, let's go. We've been here an hour. We're going soon, okay? We're going soon, okay? She's like, I'm bored. But so, this thing that you're working on, this thing you want to do, it really has this ability to kind of shift and transform others in this really kind of, that's where I don't know if this is energy work, in these really kind of like night and day ways. So I don't know if this is to you sharing your story, something about you sharing your story. Oh! Thank you! Oh my goodness, kisses. Something about sharing your story and that like moving people and inspiring people. I'm getting something group related. I'm getting something like, I don't know if it's doing this in a group, for a particular group, for women, for girls, something like that, where it's this focused energy to help them elevate into the ways of, into the ways of the New World Way. I also just heard you need to be doing body work yourself. So, and this is funny, I do have this woman that I'm going to be sharing with everybody, and she does this DNA starseed activation, and it kind of really helps you ground where you came from and your lineage and what you're here to do. But so something like that, I even have I have a promoted artist right now who can do some healing work on you. But something too, it's within you that needs to be shifted. So there's something, body work needed that you need. And then this whole thing is going to like shift and go click, and then you're going to be able to focus this other energy out there. So in the downtime that you're in, there's also the aspect of you're needing your own healing work, and it's something very metaphysical, spiritual related. Maybe you couldn't embrace something like this before. So that's why I was like, something energy work, something like that. Crystals, something that maybe you haven't been that open to, or maybe you don't know that much about, but it's something that you need to maybe even just put it out there now, and you'll either be like in a coffee shop and see a flyer, or some friend will talk about, oh my god, I just had this amazing session from this da-da-da-da. And like, I live in a hub of those places. So that's like a daily thing for me. Oh my god, I met the most amazing body worker. Yeah, that's what I hear every day. So there's a lot of powerful ones out there, but it's something too where you need to feel what you feel around them, because if there's any hesitation, if you really aren't feeling right with it, like there's something too with you needing to trust your intuition more. So maybe this body work stuff that you need to have done, even like roll thing, like I had that done. That was profound and amazing. That shifted a lot in my life. That's a long-term thing, or you have to go like 10 sessions or something, but something like that. Something is blocked and not right with you, so that you can't really manifest these things. Maybe that you can't even have the self-love thing. So there's something backed up that needs to be shifted through a body worker. So just put that out there that you're ready to heal whatever block is keeping you from really doing this big effort out in the world to assist others and help them transform or find self-love. Or and I'm confused as if this is you or others. Again, I think I've said that 5 times because I am. I'm confused. I don't know what to. So I think it's, for some people it's relating to it's them, and other people it's others, and other people it's them and then others. We'll leave it at that. That's a nice balanced way to leave it, huh? Something like that. Okay, cool. So I am honestly looking at my past year to see what I want to now bring in for my next year. I am making time for meditation, even if it's just when I'm in the car, every day. I'm just quieting down and setting out intentions of what I want to come. Because a lot of times with meditation, you just want to say, like, I want to know why I can't get over this hump, and then boom, just do that. So I am connecting with spirits. I am manifesting a body worker who's really bringing about healing in my body. I am open to heal my blocks. I am discovering self-worth. I love myself. I love myself. I am showing others how to love and value themselves, because it's value. Seeing yourself as important, or helping them see themselves as important. So yeah, okay, we're going to stop there, and you have a beautiful new moon. The next full moon is going to be more of a purging of what we're going through now. So this is a little bit of a process. Be patient with that. You're going to be more able to name the things and really see them fall away. And remember, we don't have our pasts anymore unless we choose to keep holding on to them. So you do need your past in a way to help, especially if you're doing something service related for others. It's important that you had that. But the emotional attachments, the hurt, the limitation that came from that is what you need to let go of, so that you can be free and brand new and fresh. And yeah. So, okay. I'll see you in 2 weeks.